What's up, everyone? Welcome back to For the Title podcast. This is episode 5, coming off of a banger of a UFC card. I'm Jesse,
Dylan.
King.
Moses.
and let's get to it, man. We got a new lightweight king. Let's get it.
And finally, that division's been having
And
some
who would have
toss-ups
thought
for a while
in
now.
that way that he got it too?
That was
think
a
nobody
clean left
expected
hand
him
too.
to
That was
TKO him.
clean.
It was textbook. It was
Oh
perfect.
my
Beautiful.
god!
Kept the right hand right by the chin.
And then
Tagged him
again,
with
just
it.
to make sure, like he was gone. Boom, right there against the. Oh man.
Man, that's how
Hey.
crazy the sport is. Chandler must have felt great going into the second round off of what he did at the end of the first round. Like, I got this. It's only a matter of time before I finish him up. And then, bop, 9 seconds into the second round.
Bro, I thought
I
it was
just-
over before that when Charlie took his back and they
Yeah.
were both still
Me
dry.
too, man. I was watching
I
it.
thought, oh man, King called it. Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was like this. I was like,
I thought he was gonna get the neck, and I thought he was gonna get the neck for sure.
I'm. Did you guys see how Michael Chandler escaped that? Bro, he just had to
Yeah.
burst and just got out of it and got
Yeah,
into
out of
guard.
nowhere.
I was like, oh man, I did not see
And
that
from
coming.
there, I was nervous for Charlie too because
That was he exploded out of that for sure. He said his wrestling
was
style is
hurt.
more of an anti-jiu-jitsu style. So he said he feels comfortable with people taking his back, but I don't know. Charles Oliveira is different though.
That's what I'm saying. Like Charles takes your back. I thought it was done. Like I thought that was it right
same.
there.
And they were both still dry early in the round.
And I think it was like 3 minutes left in round 2. It was early.
Yeah,
in
it was early. It was early in the first.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Do you
both
believe
still
they
dry.
scored the round 10-8 for Chandler?
What? No,
that
I
was
didn't.
crazy, yeah.
I didn't notice. I didn't see that for
The
real.
judges,
Oh
they had
my
it
god.
10-8 for Chandler.
I
the
didn't-
judges have
nah.
been off tonight, but we'll get to that a little later.
Yeah, well,
but-
yeah.
Nah, yeah, because they were both close to finishing each other.
That's what
They
I'm
both-
saying. Like he took his bag. Chandler like rocked Charles. Like
Yeah.
thought. I mean, good on him for weathering that storm. Basically.
They both had moments. Chandler just had more moments and better moments. So I thought it was
Yeah.
a 10-9. I didn't think it was. I didn't
Yeah,
think it was a
I
domination.
thought
No,
it
it
was
was a
10-9
10-9.
too.
No.
It was 10-9. There's no way you take somebody's back
There's no way.
and get 10-8. You get, I mean, you get an 8 round. That's insane.
Because if that's
Props
a
to
10-8, then what's a 10-7? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Props to Chandler though for getting out of that because most people would not escape.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah,
yeah. He would have took anybody else's neck.
and Chandler, he's got some power, man. The way he just exploded out of there, like it was almost like it was nothing, to be honest.
Dude, you
But
could
it was
see the
crazy how
difference.
every time Chandler hit Charlie, like it hurt him.
That's what I'm saying. You saw the difference in power in that first round. It was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
And not in the second round, you did it.
Yeah, but technique beats
Bro,
power
te-
most
tech-
of the time.
Bro, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect left.
Hey,
hook
like
right
Connor
there,
said,
man.
position beats power, timing
And
beats
it beats
speed.
speed.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, but props to Charles Oliveira though, man. What 11
I'm happy
years,
for the guy.
28 fights. He deserved that for sure.
Hell
28
yeah.
fights. He broke the record. He broke Bisping's record.
Yeah.
26 fights to win a UFC World Championship.
He also
Charles
broke
was
the
No,
most
I
28.
thought it was
finishes.
28. I thought he had 28.
Bisping was 26. He broke the record.
Yeah, it was 28. It
28.
was 28. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Bisping's record was 26, and Charles broke it with 28.
That's what I'm saying. That's not the only record he broke that night. He broke most finishes in
Yeah, he
like
passed
what
Cowboy.
17? Yeah, he passed Cowboy for 17.
That's crazy, man.
And
Yo,
he
what
already
you guys
him.
thought?
and he
what
already
you guys thought
owns
of
the
the
most
celebration?
submissions too.
What you guys thought of the
Oh,
celebration?
I loved
right
it. I
afterwards?
loved it.
Oh,
Man. I
yeah.
loved it. I loved it.
Jose
He saw
Aldo
security
asked-
chasing him down.
Bro, the whole he's still cheesing right now. Like I know
Yeah,
man.
he still got that smile on his face.
He posted the
As
picture
he
of
should,
I would
Bisping
man.
with
too,
the belt.
man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
fluff with the belt. That's legendary.
He good for him, man. I think he should milk it as much as he can for sure.
And sad to see though, Michael Chandler. He did everything.
I don't
right.
think it's sad, man. I don't think it's
I
sad.
don't
It's
find it
just
sad.
it's not sad. He did his thing. I think it's
He
just
did
that's
his
just the
thing.
game, man. It's just
I
the
know,
game.
and he was just. If it seemed like he was gonna get it, it seemed like it was
I
his
thought so
moment
too.
going into
Yeah,
the
really
fight.
I had
close.
Ch-
I
I
thought it
had
was gonna be a matter of
Chandler's
time.
second, third round TKO. You get me?
Yeah,
You all had Chandler. I was the
I
only
we
one.
did.
Yeah, I didn't.
We did.
I
It
didn't
was
think.
looking
I
like
didn't
it
think.
too, though. But it
I
was
didn't think.
looking like
I
it.
didn't think Charles was gonna win by knockout though. You get me? Like
I wasn't
that
surprised when it happened.
was
He's
insane.
got his striking is super technical. I
That's
said
what
it
I'm
Yeah,
in the
it's
saying.
last episode,
textbook,
man. He's
man.
elite.
So
He's good
clean when he hit him.
everywhere. He's good
Oh, man.
everywhere.
Just imagine. Like I'm just thinking about it now. Like everybody's already talking the Habib thing. Like, oh, what if
Oh yeah.
what
Oh,
if
man.
they what if they get to
He's
the
the
ground and
only
stuff like
he was
that.
the only contender that never fought Khabib though.
I know.
The
I
only
know.
one, and now he's
Yeah.
champion. Chandler
Who
would have
knows?
also been, but
Who knows? Maybe he defends it a couple more times. Maybe it's enough to bring Habib out for that last fight.
Yeah, because Khabib said that he is bored. From
Yeah.
what I remember, he said that he's bored. He's like, I'm levels behind him, like on top of everybody. It's like or something like that. Like
so what do you
maybe
guys think?
Charles will pull him in.
What do you guys think is next for Charles?
Oh, it's gotta be the winner of Dustin
Winner
and
of Dustin
Conor.
Conor,
It's,
yeah.
it's,
Clearly, right?
Yeah,
it's gotta be. It's
it
gotta
has to
be.
be. It has to be.
Dana, like, no, he didn't dodge it at the press conference, but they asked him about it, and he said, like, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see how it plays out. But
He always says that.
He's been doing that a lot. Yeah, he's been
but
doing
there's
that.
almost like
He
no
knows,
other option.
he knows deep down that's the next fight. Either that, or depending on how it goes and how much of a war it is, maybe they'll feed him somebody like Gaethje or something. Like just to buy the time.
You see
Gaethje coming off a
Gaethje-
loss, like I wouldn't be mad if he got it, but coming off a loss, maybe
I can see
Gaethje and
Gaethje-
Chandler.
If they do
Yeah,
Chandler
that's what I was gonna
versus
mention, yeah.
Gaethje, and then let's say the winner there, it wouldn't
If
be
Dustin
often.
wins, Dustin has to have it. I think.
I think either one of them is gonna get it regardless.
If Connor wins, he's gonna get it.
He's for sure getting it.
100%.
He's for sure getting it.
100%, he'll get it.
Either one of them is getting it, like 100%. There's no. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Who else?
Especially if Dustin wins. You get me? If Dustin wins, he's already the uncrowned king technically. So
are we missing somebody out of the top 5? Dustin, McGregor, Chandler, Gaethje.
But Neo now.
Benio now,
Benio.
that's right.
Yeah,
Benio now.
that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Benio,
We want to get into the co-main event.
I don't want to.
I was the only one who picked Benio.
Dude, that heel hook was
Sorry.
nasty, man.
I
It
know.
was
Did you see
so-
Tony's face?
He was.
It was so
Did you
deep.
see?
He was in
did you see
agony.
how he cringed?
Yeah, no, he was in agony.
Oh, I almost forgot before we get deeper into the Tony and Benio fight. Did you guys see the kind of the back and forth between Charles and Connor?
I did not know.
Yeah, I seen
No.
Because Connor, what's it called? He tweeted out talking about like, oh, congratulations, Charles, on being like the
Oh,
11th.
the 11th world
And then
champion.
he's like, I wonder who's
gonna
gonna be the 12. Yeah. And then pretty
it.
much
I mean, technically, he's the 9th.
true, yeah. And Charles just pretty much was like, hey, how about you worry about Dustin first, and then you can come see me after. I was like, oh, that's gangster, man. That's what's up.
That's what's up. That's gonna be a nice little.
And he even said it. He was like, Charles was like, oh, before I had to chase everybody, now everybody's got to come to me. So regardless of what happens, everybody's got to come see me now. So he's liking the fact that he's being
gonna
the
get fights.
hunted.
And he's gonna get fights.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to worry about getting dodged. Or anything.
Exactly.
Nice little number 1 contenders fight coming up in July between McGregor and Poirier. That's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be fun for sure. Trilogy.
So back to the Benil and Tony. Heel hook was crazy, but Benil just dominated the fight from beginning to end.
It's crazy, man. How much I want to say Tony fell off because he's been fighting killers. You get me?
Killers,
Yeah.
But still, just to see Tony like that, it's insane, man. Coming off of, just think about it, like what, 2 years ago he was on a 12-fight win streak. Then now he just dropped 3.
Not even a year ago.
He didn't just drop 3. That's
got bullied.
all
Yeah, he got
3 were
bullied.
dominating fashion.
I think he lost all rounds
Everything.
from all 3 fights.
There was a stat.
He hasn't
that
won
came
a
out that
round.
said- There was a stat that came out that said he's landed 34 strikes in 34 minutes over his
Yeah.
past
Yeah.
fights
A strike per minute.
per minute.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but when he was fighting, like he almost looked scared to get in.
Yeah, he looked
I
timid.
don't know if you noticed, especially with this fight right here with Benil, he looked like he didn't like he wasn't willing to take a hit. You get me? Because he knew.
Or that was him. He was training with Freddie Roach. boxing. Freddie Roach was in his corner.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
it.
No
I
lie
saw
though,
that,
his
yeah.
head movement was on point.
Yeah, he was not getting
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
in there, but
Yeah.
once he got to the ground, he just got strangled everywhere.
But and
He's a-
that's my point though. That's what I was saying. Like he was. I feel like he was scared to get in for the most part. He wasn't
But he was close to it to a Darce a couple times. Like he
Yeah.
had
from
the
the
Darce
bottom.
That's true.
Yeah,
But he was on the opposite side of the
Yeah.
arm, so there was like Benil wasn't really in that much danger. But it was still, it was still
It was
there.
deep. Yeah.
But Neil's just such a grappling master almost. He's won no gi championships. He's placed like second or third in gi championships. He's got so much credentials in BJJ.
Dude, he's a beast, bro.
He was
he's up
comfortable
there.
there.
Yeah, he was,
comfortable
yeah.
there on the ground. I don't think he was gonna get Darce from there, but never know with Tony with them long arms.
Yeah.
But,
Again, honestly, if Tony was if he
And I
wasn't
think he threw up a
if he
triangle
wasn't
too, right?
Yeah, he did. If he wasn't in the cage or up against the cage, he could have probably adjusted it kind of. He could have done or threatened a little bit more. But I don't know, man. I kind of feel bad for Tony because he's been so dominant for so long, and now he's just getting bullied.
What do you think should be next for Tony?
I think it has to be somebody unranked.
No, I don't know about unranked, but,
No.
but like top
No,
Because
15.
the lightweight
15.
division is so stacked.
I wouldn't even say that either.
Who's he gonna face? Like the top 15 is somebody like who? Drew Dober? Because the top 10 he's not gonna fight like somebody like Makachev.
Yeah, no way. I don't see
The
that
top
happening.
the
Yeah.
whole lightweight division is the most stacked division in the UFC.
I say he changes weight cuts. Either goes up or he goes down one.
This is
I
gonna
don't
be
see him
worse.
going. I don't see he can go down one.
He has
But
to do like
Yeah,
what Dominic
I mean-
Cruz did, fight somebody unranked, like what Dominic Cruz did. Just to get,
Oh, what
to
he
get the
just did right
groove
now?
back.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, if he does, if he does decide to go up, he won tough at 170, so he
Yeah.
probably could be comfortable there.
It's the chin, man. It's the chin.
I don't think
man.
it's the chin. I don't think it's
the
that. 'Cause
chin.
I don't.
I mean,
think
he wasn't
doing
going
The
it.
out.
chin is part of it.
You got to
Yeah,
think
I don't-
about it though. If Tony moves up, Tony does get hit a lot. You get hit by a
There's no
170 or
favorites for him up there.
it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same. But again, maybe like Dylan said, he just needs to find that spot back. Start getting, maybe a unranked fighter, like you said, get that back.
If he can't hold his own with somebody who's unranked or like in the
You
top 20 or 25, then that's a sign.
You think he can go down to 145? You think he can make that?
No, I don't think.
I don't know.
think
He
he's
said
making
he could.
He shouldn't even
He,
try.
Yeah.
he wanted to fight Max at 145.
And I don't want him to fight Max.
You think him fighting Max is a good idea?
I'm not saying it's a good. I'm saying he during his win streak when he couldn't get a fight, he wanted to go down and fight Max.
I say he stays where he's at and he fights somebody unranked. That's probably his best bet.
Pretty much almost like start over again in a way.
And for Beneil, what's next for Beneil? Because that was
Top 5 fight automatic.
Yeah,
he
he's
said
Eliminator, title eliminator.
he also mentioned that he's gonna have a baby soon, so he doesn't want to fight until like later, like early,
Late, yeah.
late of this year or early next year. So we're not gonna see.
You
him
know
for
what
a
you
bit.
could do with Benil?
What?
You can match up Gaethje and Chandler. The loser fights Benil.
No, you know what's
the
crazy
loser.
though?
Beneil's coming off a
Yeah,
win.
no, because the winner's gonna end up fighting for the title again. That's gonna be another
Benil-
probably number
I
one
see that,
after
yeah.
Tony versus Connor.
I can see
Yeah,
that.
but I don't see
That'll be the
Beneil
next
fight.
number one.
I don't see Beneil fighting Gaethje though. They have a good relationship. I don't know if you heard what Beneil said about that.
Yeah,
he
they
kind of
trained.
he kind of felt like it was disrespectful of them to mention that fight because they're so close and stuff like that. So he's like he almost like doesn't want to fight him out of respect.
But it
would either-
happens. Usman fought.
It's
on
gonna
Burns,
have
you
to
know?
happen. It's gonna
I
have to
agree.
happen.
No, I
not
agree.
gonna-
But I'm saying that's pretty much what he was implying, and he was saying like his respect for
think-
Gaethje is so high that he doesn't know if he wants to like pretty much fight him.
I think Gaethje and Chandler is the perfect fight. They're both coming off a loss in a championship fight. They should definitely fight each other. I say Beneil fights the loser of Connor Dustin, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I
But
don't.
if
I don't
Connor
see that
loses,
happening.
you think he'll fight Benil?
No, I don't think he'll fight Beneil. I think he'll go
I
after
think
someone
he
like
retires
Gaethje or something.
after a loss.
No, I think he'll fight like maybe Diaz.
Yeah,
maybe
I
go
can
for the
see-
three.
I can see
Yeah,
I can see that
too.
happening.
And yeah. finish it off with that.
Something like that. But
That would be
I
a
don't
great
know.
send off for both if you think about it.
Beneil, if Poirier lost, Beneil Poirier would be a good one.
Yeah, I can see that one
I
happening
can
more
see that
likely.
too. Yeah,
Like,
but for sure, Beneil definitely needs a title eliminator. I think he's definitely one fight away from challenging for that belt for sure.
You know, he was actually paired up with Charles before Charles went to fight Tony.
really?
It was,
Oh, I didn't know that.
before it was announced and everything. Charles versus Beneil, they were gonna headline a fight night, but then I think something happened, and then Charles ended up fighting Tony.
That would have
And
been a good fight too.
the grappling in that
yeah,
fight
that's
would
what
have
I'm
been
saying.
Yeah, that was
insane.
already signed and everything. I think that was when it was right before Tony fought Charles. Charles was supposed to fight.
That grappling
Beneil.
would have been insane because if anybody in that division could hold their own in the grappling
It's
against
gonna be
Charles,
Beneil. It's gonna be Beneil
Beneil.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That would be insane.
That's gonna be.
He definitely proved it.
But I mean, I'm like people. It's funny, man. After I picked Tony, I instantly was like, oh man,
I told you.
I kind of got Beneil. You know, I started thinking about it afterwards, but I'm actually kind of glad he won as bad as I feel for Tony because he needs a little bit of that shine because he's a good fighter, man.
What is that?
Yeah.
6 in a row for him now, I think.
Seven.
It is
That was
seven.
seven.
He was
Are
on
you
a 6
sure?
fight win streak
That
before.
was
Oh, it's
seven.
seven.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
shit.
7.
That's a good win streak, man.
He
Especially
kind
in
of
the lightweight
had the
division.
same. He kind of had the same road as Charles Oliveira too. He
In
was
a
struggling
way,
in the
yeah,
beginning,
for
and all of a
sure.
sudden,
Yeah.
Which is good. It's always nice to see those guys like take off, man.
yeah, like persevere.
Like
Yeah,
those
for
underdogs.
sure. Yeah.
And speaking of late resurgence in their career, Edson Barbosa at 145.
Dude, that
Bruh,
was such a beautiful fight, man.
We all mentioned
Yeah.
it was gonna
Fight of the night.
be fight of night. I think it's one of the fights of the year.
It could be. I
Easy.
agree.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think I had Edson third round TKO.
I did
not?
too.
I think we all
did too.
we
I think we
agreed
all
on
agreed
No,
on that.
I had Burgos split
that.
after
They both had
war.
Shane.
I had Shane Burgos late first round KO, second round KO.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna win a split.
Let's
I
just
had-
get
yeah, you
straight
had
to it
split.
before we talk about how crazy the fight was. That late knockout, that late reaction.
Yeah,
Bruh.
that was oh my.
Have you guys ever seen anything
Nobody
like that?
believed it. Nobody
No,
believed it.
not even Joe Rogan saying he-
Edson and Shane, what's it called? They were talking about at the end, like, yo, like what happened?
Yeah.
His mind and body was not in, like they were not working together. He went to go. He even smiled at Edson
That's
after
some-
he got
that's
hit.
some
He
heart
smiled.
right
He
there,
got
though.
in his
That's some
stance
heart.
and everything.
That's
and then
some
you just
heart
saw
right
his
there.
eyes, right? Like,
His
you
eyes,
saw
they
it in
just
front
looked
of you.
blank after, and he just went
Yeah.
fell back. But when he hit the ground, he was out, dude.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
insane. He was out cold, dude. That's insane.
He took a lot of damage in his short time, though. That's part of the reason, in my opinion. But I honestly, when I was
Yeah, he's
watching
been
the
in
fight,
some wars.
when I was watching it, and I saw him kind of like tumble, like I was like, did I miss something? Like, did Edson like kick
Dude,
him
I
so
thought
hard?
the same thing.
You did, right?
I looked and I was like, what just happened? I feel like I didn't look away from the TV, but I missed something.
I
Yeah.
promise. I thought the TV lagged. You know, like it was buffering or something. And then
Yeah, I
I'm
wonder why.
like, yo, what just happened?
Nah, I remember watching
anyway.
him. I was with Aaron. We were just like, yo, what? Oh shit, what?
It was
It was
insane,
insane.
man.
Everybody at the fucking restaurant were like that.
Bro, but yo, them kicks to the legs were brutal. Edson's
Oh my
kicks,
God,
Edson's
man.
combos to the legs were brutal.
Did you see his leg bleed?
Yes,
bleeding, his shin
yes.
was bleeding.
That fight
and
was
it
crazy.
didn't affect Burgos one bit. He was walking him down the whole entire
That's what I'm
fight.
saying.
Yo,
Yeah, it was
did you hear what
Animal.
Edson said? They asked Edson, "Oh, you're scared to throw leg kicks after what happened with Wyman?" He said, "Nope, not at all."
Crazy, bro. That was insane. That late reaction knockout. Dana said that he thought something was really wrong when he hit the ground and he wasn't moving for a second. He was like, I thought something bad
you
happened.
gotta. You gotta think about it though. It was such a weird. It was a.
It was like a solid like
situation.
6 seconds in between.
Nobody knew what happened. So I mean, anybody would think like, oh shit, you know, something
Oh.
serious.
I saw the I remember when I was watching the replay, I kind of looked into the sign and I saw Dana White like standing up. He was like, oh shit. But there's this doctor that I follow on YouTube. His name is Dr. Schroeder. He's like an MD when it comes to like sports medicine, physical rehab, and shit like that. And he was stumped on what the fuck happened because that's not something you see every day. That's like, and he basically said it looked like because when you get a concussion, since your brain is like filled with liquid or whatever, you get a concussion when your brain suddenly like slashes into the skull, and that's when you get unconscious. It apparently most likely reason is that it hit a certain spot in the brain where it delayed the brain to say to the body, "Oh yeah, you're about to go to sleep."
Just imagine
But that,
that. Just,
but that's
just imagine that.
but that's still a guess.
Right.
That's terrifying.
That's how like unique that knockout was. Like, yeah, like real doctors questioning like what's going on. That's insane.
And it wasn't even the hardest punch.
It was like no. I mean, no.
He hit him clean.
Was it?
He
It was
hit-
a hook, right?
It was a right hand over the top.
Yeah.
He hit him clean. He was over the all night over Shane Burgos' jab. He was slipping that right hand over the top when Shane Burgos threw a jab.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the hardest one he hit. It kind of like grazed him right in the chin.
Dude, Edson was also like he was landing them spinning back kicks too.
Oh man, to the body.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it was. If anybody's throwing those kicks out of nowhere and like perfect, it's Edson. It's
Man.
insane.
He looks great at 145.
I think so too, man. I think he's gonna.
Is he ranked or no?
I think he was 11. He was
he's
11 there.
definitely
Shane was 9.
Don't another win. Don't sleep on him being a contender.
I
beats another guy.
agree. I agree for sure.
Who do you think
Give
should be
him
next for him?
Probably a top 5, maybe 6,
145.
5. Yeah,
What's
6,
Yair
Calvin is
doing?
at 6.
What's
Yeah,
Yair
yeah,
doing?
you don't want
Yair's
to
being-
fight, bro.
Yair's
You don't
being
want to
suspended.
fight, man.
That's a fun stand-up.
What's he
fight,
being
man.
Or
suspended
if Zabit comes back, that'd be a
I
fun
completely
fight.
I think rumor on
Zabit wanted to
is-
retire actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he
Yeah, I
wants to-
saw
yeah,
that.
seen
I saw that.
But
I mean, I don't
he's
know
like
why,
he just
though.
can't get fights because he just can't get fights. He's been
We'll
wanting
get
to
in-
fight, he just can't get fights.
We'll get into that when more updates come out on.
Yeah, but
Zabit.
low key, I think what Yair was kind of ducking him too, man, because that fight was scheduled to fight a while ago.
2
and
times.
2 times, and I think Yair backed out both times.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that. But what else was on the card? Caitlin Jukagian, unanimous decision win over Vivi Araujo.
Some bullshit.
I want to say I had Vivi winning the first 2 rounds and winning the fight.
Thank you.
29,
Yes.
28.
No, I had
She-
I had Vivi. I can't remember which round it was. She did. It might have been just the first round.
One.
Or
Yeah,
this,
I
no,
think
no,
I
no.
get-
It was I think it was the second round. She dominated. She dominated one round for sure. And I think there was one round that was up in the air. So I agree with the 29-28. I do not agree with the 30-27. That was
Yeah.
bullshit.
Bro, as
Same.
soon as I heard Bruce Buffer say 29-28, 30-27, I literally screamed. I was like,
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I'm like, yo, who the hell is watching? Like, who's like, what is going on? That was stupid.
the
That
judges
one-
tonight, man. Like,
That one,
It's like-
the 30-27 was bad, but not as bad as the 30-27 on the Lando and Grundy. 30-27 for Grundy over Lando.
Oh,
was
yeah.
absolutely-
Yeah.
that
He
was-
almost that almost messed him over, huh?
It was a split decision because of
That's-
that, man. That was bad. That
This
was
thing,
really
one
bad.
if one other bad judge saw it differently, it goes half your check.
I'm surprised Dana didn't go all out in his post interview.
The Vivi and Chukagian fight was a little bit closer. I definitely had Lando winning that fight over.
Yeah,
Vivi.
same.
Yeah.
But in reality though, that fucking Chukagian fight, bro, that was not bad, man. It was a pretty
She's
good
good.
fight. She was throwing like that third round was perfect
Yeah.
for her,
She
man.
was in
You
her
know
zone.
what's a
Landing
little-
everything.
You know what's a little problem with her? She lost to Valentina. Valentina's just like a couple levels above her, but she's
More
just
than
like a couple.
levels.
Yeah, but she's a couple
Yeah,
levels
she's in a
above
weird-
everybody else.
Yeah.
She's beating
in a
everybody else they put in front
Yeah,
of
she
her.
just but I mean you gotta think about it. It is Valentina though. She's levels above everybody.
We know how I feel about her. I think she's the best, but
Yeah, I
like
can't argue with you
Chukagian's
with
levels
that.
above everybody else in the division. So
So what you think? What you think she's up for a rematch?
I
You
mean,
think Chukagian?
Hope
I mean,
not.
there's
or one more. Who's
one
Valentina
more.
gonna fight next?
She's
Seriously.
ran through the division already.
give him Cavillo, I guess.
She's doing the Usman.
I mean, I
She's
think
running laps.
Chukagian deserves a rematch over Calvillo. Calvillo needs a fight.
I agree for sure. At least Kagan got two, 3 fights after her loss.
She's won 2.
Two.
Yeah,
I mean,
Calvillo
she's at least
and
she's being active.
Yeah.
She's won 2
Yeah,
in a row. No, yeah, I think she's had 4 fights. I think she's 3 of 4. I think she lost 1. I think she won 1, lost 1. She might have. I'm
No,
not
she
sure.
lost to Andrade.
She lost to Andrade. Yeah,
Makes sense.
that's true. Yeah. So actually, no, I think
That,
she's
that
2
was
of
her
3.
only loss. That was her. No, Andrade was her only loss in Shevchenko.
That's why I say 2 of 3 because she fought Calvillo. I don't know if that was before or after Andrade.
No, she didn't fight Calvillo.
Yeah, she did.
That was Jessica I that fought Calvillo.
Oh,
We're talking
Alright,
about
fuck that.
Chukagian.
We know that's your favorite fighter,
That
bro.
was a brain
Relax.
Yeah.
Jessica Eyes' his favorite fighter. That's legendary. Oh
The GOAT.
man.
Yeah, but I
About to
think
go.
man, maybe one more fight for 2K and then give her Valentina again. But it's probably gonna be the same thing, man. I haven't seen that much of an improvement from 2K. Everything looks about the same, you know. She's
She's
just
sharp though.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not.
I mean,
I'm
no
not
one's
taking. I'm
gonna
not taking
look
away.
And no one's gonna look like that compared to Shevchenko though.
But that's my point though. Like you said, Dylan, she's above everybody else, but Valentina's just above her. You get me? So it's
Yeah.
gonna look this. It's gonna be for the most part the same outcome.
And another fun fight on the card was I don't know why they were booing it. Schnell and Bontorin.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty
Yeah.
interesting. It was pretty good.
It was,
Pretty good fight.
it was a good fight. That guy.
Schnell's combos were just so fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
they
I
were.
think Schnell was almost
Wait.
too fast. The crowd didn't see it.
That's why they were booing.
He was throwing them. He was
Yeah,
He
but
threw
I-
like
I-
5-6 punch combos.
But yeah, but I don't think his hits were hitting as hard as Bontorin.
Bontorin.
But he was slugging it too, man. He was throwing some hard hits. He rocked Snell like a couple times.
It was a fun fight. They were fighting at bantamweight, but they're flyweight contenders. I think
Yeah.
they're in the top 10.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Oh, are they? I didn't
Just
know they
short
were top
notice
10.
fight.
Yeah. Super short notice that Bontorin, he missed weight by a pound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had to give up 20% of his purse, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about that? Like for real? Do you guys think it needs to be more of a consequence?
Yes.
I agree. I do
Yes,
too.
But also, like, let's say like this past fight,
I
if it's
thought
a
it-
short notice fight, like,
So
like
circumstance.
super short notice.
So depending on the circumstance.
Yeah, I think it's
then
circumstantial.
I thought it was 30%.
Uh,
I thought
20.
it's
It was 20.
no, this one
Is
was
it-
20.
This one was
This one was
20,
20.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was
think it might be because of the short notice and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. So he got a
Yeah.
little break.
It
Yeah.
should
But
be
I-
something like 40 if you miss weight on a not short notice fight. Higher than
More.
40.
I save more. But
I say you should.
50. 50.
how about this, bro?
Half the
I
person
I go
gets a little
I go
too much.
60. I go 60%.
Nah, that's OD.
That's too
Half
much.
of it.
Think about it, bro. Think about it. Listen to this, bro. These dudes are professionals. Their job is to make weight.
It is, but
That is
It
their
can be
job.
hard though.
I,
40
It
I
can be
don't I
hard.
don't disagree. But in a professional level, that is your job. You got
Absolutely.
to make weight
We're not-
regardless.
I
We're
think it
not
should go
disagreeing
by
with you.
how much you miss.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I agree. Okay, that's fine. But I'm saying you gotta think about it, man. Like 20% or 20 or 30% sometimes is nothing. Like what's his name? Who missed weight by like five pounds not too long ago. What was his name?
I ain't talking about it.
Was it Kevin Lee? Was it Kevin Lee?
no, I don't think it was Lee.
He did
Yeah,
miss
yeah,
weight
I
on
think-
his fight against Charles.
Yeah, he missed weight by like 5 pounds, 6 pounds, something
No,
like that.
it was like 3-4, or like 3 pounds, 3-4 pounds.
I'm almost
something like that.
positive it was more, but
I said 40% based on because it's 30% now, so bump it up another 10% to give fighters more incentive. And if it's a short notice fight, I say maybe 25%.
I do think for sure it needs to go up more because I mean 20% like it could
I
be.
think it was
nothing,
20%
man.
because it was short notice.
I agree on that, which is weird because
And he was at-
he walks around like a 165-ish, man.
Yeah,
He cuts
that's
to
crazy.
125. That's insane.
So he cut that in on what, a week and a
How
half
how short
notice?
notice? Is that what it was? A week notice?
Something like that. But
Yeah.
even still on short notice for him to cut that much weight.
It was when Shabazian and Hermanson got canceled.
He got the win though, so he missed by a pound. It's not like he missed by like 4 or
Yeah,
5.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess this circumstance is a little bit different. I think the 20% was fine. It was just right. But I'm saying, like, if you have a bout agreement and you have a full training camp and you miss weight, dude, you like, especially by a lot, man. Like, did you even try? Like, what are you doing?
Some fighters, when they know they're not gonna make it, they're just like, I'm not even gonna try anymore. I'm not gonna compromise myself. So they just 5, 6. You see those outrageous misses.
So tell me that doesn't deserve like a
40%
like,
is almost half of your purse. That's a significant amount.
45.
Izzy said
He said
80%.
90. He said 90.
If you're getting paid 100,000 and they take out 40,000, that's a significant chunk of your.
No,
of your
I
pay.
agree, but I'm just saying, like, it needs to be enforced a little bit like better. You get me? Like, and it needs to start scaring like these fighters to like, okay, I gotta make weight. You get me? Like,
But I think in this particular instance for Bontoring, it's not like it was even on purpose. By a pound, you
I
can tell he
agree.
tried.
No, I
You can
agree.
tell
I
he
agree.
tried,
I agree. And
especially with
I
the
think the
super short
20 and I
notice.
think the 20% was fair. I think that was in this circumstance for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And how
Oh,
about
the main event on the prelims?
oh man,
Yeah.
that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's hard to
watch,
see that
man.
from Jacare.
Did you, bro? He didn't even flinch.
Oh,
He did it actually. It wasn't.
Did you hear it? You could hear the pop.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
heard the pop.
you-
Yeah, you
yeah.
heard the pop. Yeah.
it was bad.
He didn't flinch. He didn't do anything. At first, like when they were talking about it broke, I was like, oh, just exaggerating because he didn't have no reaction.
I'll be honest. I didn't notice. I
I
didn't notice.
the way he
because the
had
arm
him-
bar was from the bottom though. That's why. So it looked it looked weird. You couldn't tell, and you couldn't tell until they started showing his arm.
Jacare went to go slip out the back, but he just like left his arm there to get snatched. He just totally forgot it. But the way you saw it almost before you heard it. It was like you saw Jacare's arm just boop,
Yeah.
and it was bad.
And you could hear the pop.
The pop was loud and clear.
It was hard to watch.
That's-
And to submit Jacare is
That's what I'm
impressive.
saying. That's what I'm
That Moody's
saying.
kid.
That's what
Didn't
I'm
he
saying.
predict it too? He said he was gonna.
He did.
He
He said
did.
he was the better grappler. He said he was the better grappler.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. For somebody like Jacare, though, that's hard to watch, and that was probably like his last fight in the UFC.
He's what, 41 now, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
41. Yeah, it's 41.
Yeah.
I think that's 3 in a row that he just dropped.
Yeah.
And that's probably, and this was like a merciful loss too. Like, this is good instead
True.
of getting like knocked out again and
Bro,
shit.
broke his arm.
Yeah, but like,
I don't know about merciful, but yeah, I
it was-
get
it was-
what you're saying.
I get
yeah,
what
but
you're
it's better
saying.
than being
Yeah.
face down, ass up.
No, for sure. Yeah, he didn't go to sleep.
Jesus,
You know?
Moses.
What happened?
I said Jesus, Moses. Better
I
than
mean,
being face
But
down.
you guys think Dana cuts him?
Yeah.
man.
All the
Yeah, I
cuts
think
going
so
on in the
too.
UFC.
I don't want to see him go to anywhere else. I think he should just call it too, man.
Like,
He's
and how about
41, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dana cut Tony.
Nah, not this.
I'd be
early.
surprised. I honestly. Be surprised.
I'd
would
be
be
surprised.
Tony's
yeah.
what, 39?
No,
I
he's
wouldn't be
39.
surprised.
No way, he's 39. He's
He's like
39.
36, 37, I want to say.
Look
37.
it up right.
But
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
if he
I say
loses,
Jacare
it's the Tyron Woodley thing. If he loses one more time, then yeah.
But no, Tyrone dropped. He dropped 5 before they cut.
He dropped
him.
4. He dropped
4.
4.
It was
Oh,
4.
it's 4. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But-
I say Jacare
See
should
what
just
happens.
should just heal up and do jujitsu stuff. Stay in the.
Yeah, I think so too.
Take
Especially-
jiu-jitsu
especially-
fights or-
especially at his age.
Heard
Especially,
Yeah.
Didn't they say he was opening? He was opening.
Yeah,
like
he got a
some type
school
of
opening up
school.
around here.
that's
That's
awesome,
nice.
man. That's
Moses
awesome. Good
training
for
with
him.
No.
Are you gonna? What's it gonna? I'm sorry. It's not gonna be GB, is it?
No. It's
gonna be
his,
like
his own thing.
his own
Jacare
branch,
Academy.
his own branch. Yeah. Still, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're 41 years old, open a school. I mean, yeah. Take a couple BJJ fights instead of MMA fights. It's that time, dude. He's 41. You get me?
Yeah, that's what Anderson's doing. He said he's not taking no more MMA fights.
Yeah, he's not even training MMA. He said.
Yeah, he doesn't even watch it. He said,
Wow.
I think like
That must be.
I think he said so many years in the sport, like I just need a break from it. I don't. He said he doesn't watch fights.
That's understandable though.
A lot of fighters don't watch fights though. They talk about it. They say stuff like
D-Lou.
it's like, oh, yeah. They talk about stuff like, oh, it's my job. Why am I gonna worry about work on my days off? And it makes sense. You get me? Everybody else doesn't want to talk about work on their days off. So I kind of understand these guys.
True. That's what Max says.
Oh, that's right. Max. Yeah, Max doesn't. He doesn't watch fights either, huh?
He says even on his streams, he doesn't let people talk about fights.
Oh, good for him. Yeah.
Think about it. When you get out of work, you don't want to talk about work, right?
That's my point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, any normal
That's
person will be like,
understandable.
yo, don't talk. Yeah, I 100%. I get it. I think they more like keep up with it than rather than watch it. Like you'll see like what's going, like especially in the division.
Probably in their division, yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
else is going on?
you see what's it called? Dana bumping up the bonus.
Yep.
I think what an extra 50,
75.
an extra what? Yeah,
25K.
25K. Yeah, 25. I don't know why I said every time I think Connor, I think he says 60. He says 60 G's. I thought he said 60 G's, but he says 50 G's. Oh, he did say 60. Yeah, he did say 60. Yeah.
And they must have put it back down to 50.
60 G's, baby.
That was legendary. Dana, his voice was so scrawny back then.
And that was like before he had all the tats, right?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, good on Dana, man. I think more money to these fighters.
Yeah.
Regardless of how it comes. You get me?
More incentive, fight of the night, performances
That's
of the night.
Yeah. What was that?
They're gonna want it
75
more.
now? That's awesome. Hell yeah.
That's dope to see.
What did Tony's rant have something to do with that or no?
I think Dana
who-
said.
Yeah, at
I
the
think
press
Dana
conference.
Yeah.
Dana white privilege.
He said that was the funniest thing he's ever heard, and the second funniest thing he's ever heard. I forgot who told him. He was like, Dana, it's good to be white.
That's good.
Oh, it was Rampage. It was Rampage that said
Rampage.
that.
That's
It
crazy,
would be
man.
Rampage, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Dana, it was good to be white.
And his last name is White. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
WHIT. E. Yeah. Nobody knows where that's from. Come on, man.
No idea.
That's dodgeball, man. It's white.
Which dodgeball?
I'm white. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about? WHIT. E.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's what I do remember.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
could
how
dodge
about some
traffic,
quick?
you could dodge a ball.
What was
It's
that,
the
Keen?
Dodgeball podcast.
So
I know.
Usman, there's a fight rumor going on with Usman.
I heard his manager say Ali. He said he wanted Chiesa. He thinks Chiesa deserves it. He's on the biggest.
Doesn't
winning
Ali
streak.
also manage Chiesa?
Does he really? That'd be
I
legendary.
think so.
He's playing both sides. You get me?
I mean, he did that with Gaethje.
No, I think he
and
manages.
He's
He
playing
manages
devil's
Gaethje.
advocate.
He
Yeah.
manages Gaethje. No, who else is in the one?
I'm pretty sure he manages Chiesa too.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
It's definitely not Colby.
No.
I don't know.
But I do want to see Kobe fight Usman, to be honest.
It's not Chiesa. It's
Again?
It's Vicente Luque.
Yes.
I think
Is it?
Yes.
at first I
saw the interview.
agreed. At first I was all for it, but then I started thinking about it. Usman finished Kobe, regardless of how the fight was. He finished Kobe.
He finished him, but it was the way Usman's been
I get
dominating
it. But
everybody.
I get it.
It was the closest fight, and some people even had Colby up 3-1. I think one of the judges had Colby
I
up
had-
3-1.
And
I had
Kobe,
it
like
times.
Kobe,
I had
Kobe
it
dominated Tyron too.
I had it.
I had
tight.
Kobe
They
too.
showed
Yeah,
Kobe
but-
got better.
But like I said, like I get why Usman doesn't want to fight him or is waiting. Is he like you said, like he finished him. He finished
Well,
him.
okay, so Masvidal, even though he finished him, Masvidal got a rematch without having a fight in between, off a loss. Colby has a win in between. He lost to Usman and then got a win.
It's the bigger paycheck at that time, and
And
that was
who
an
says-
easy fight for
You're
Usman.
telling me
As mu- as-
is Chiesa a bigger paycheck than Colby?
no,
There's
but
no
I
way.
think, but I think at this point right now he's just trying to clear the division. because he's even talked about like he's watching this Izzy and Marvin fight.
Yeah.
Just if it
Yeah, he
happens,
said it.
it's kind of fucked up low key, honestly, because he's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like hoping Izzy loses so he can move up. If he is, that's kind of dirty because they're kind of good friends, but still, you get me?
I think Chiesa needs one more maybe to get a title shot, and I think Colby needs a definite title shot next. It's what makes sense.
Yeah, I think Kobe should be next too.
Maybe
and then probably Wonder Boy.
Maybe give Chiesa a title eliminator. Give him. I don't know. Maybe give him the fucking winner of.
Is Wonder
like,
Boy have a fight coming up?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Burns.
Gilbert.
Yeah, with Burns, man.
Number one contender
That-
fight right there.
That's a contender fight right
For
there.
the winner of
Like,
that
get
fight,
Chiesa the loser.
the winner of that
Yeah.
fight fights Chiesa for the
And
title.
then if
eliminator.
Chiesa wins,
Yeah.
he get a
Okay,
title shot.
I
I
can see
agree.
that.
I can see that too.
Definitely.
While Kobe fights Usman.
Or maybe if let's say Usman fights Kobe up next, right? Let's say Leon wins. Hey, if the time doesn't meet up, give Chiesa Leon, and then what's it called? There you go. That for sure. Even though honestly, I think was that 8 wins in a row for Leon. That might be already in the works for a title fight. Anybody else would probably got it, to be honest.
But he got Nate coming up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think Nate is worthy of like beating Nate means title shot?
Yep.
Beating Bilal
Yeah.
Muhammad and then Nate.
Business-wise,
Nate's not
it
even
makes
ranked.
sense.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but
Nate's
It's
got that name.
Diaz,
He got
the name.
bro. It's
He got
Nate
the
Diaz.
name.
Connor's 5.
To be
If
honest, if
Leon-
Nate wins, he might get a title shot.
If
Literally,
that's more
yeah.
likely. That's all I'm saying. More
Usman
like,
will.
if Leon beats Nate, but if like Wonder Boy beats Burns in spectacular fashion, I think Wonder Boy gets a title shot before Leon does.
Yeah, I
I
say the same
agree.
thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
for sure. Yeah.
To me, because Usman hasn't fought Wonder Boy yet.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be a good fight too. I think that'd be very, very interesting.
Wonder Boy's wrestling defense is actually pretty
Yeah,
Pretty good.
for sure. And his striking, obviously, different level.
Ooh, he's still up there. Oh, he's one of those guys though that's almost 40 years old, but he's still winning.
Yeah.
He's Wonder Man, like they would call him. They call him Wonder Man, not Wonder Boy.
That's legendary.
But
He's
yeah,
fun to
like I
watch.
said, man, like even like if Nate wins, what's it called? I think that's gonna almost be guaranteed a title fight, bro.
Yeah.
Just because it's Nate Diaz. Imagine that, like Nate fighting Usman for the title.
That'd be hard to watch for Nate.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be. I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe, you
I
never
Usman.
know.
don't want to.
I mean, I got Usman winning that too. Don't get me wrong, but
I
Yeah.
don't want to say that.
Usman's looking like the goat. Usman's looking like the goat right now.
It's
let's
definitely in the
let's
He
be
should
real.
be in the conversation.
It's
It's
gonna
definitely-
have to be some up. Like they were talking about, like somebody right now that's like 12 years old is training right now to beat Usman.
imagine
That's what they
that.
say. But speaking of fight rumors, Dana pretty much confirmed that Derek Lewis is up next for
Indirectly,
Francis.
so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of all knew that just because of the whole John Jones situation.
Yeah.
Man, they can. How do they screw that up, man? You have to make John Jones versus Francis and
Gotta do it, man.
I-
I pay the dude, bro. Pay
him,
the
pay him
dude.
$50 million. You have to see that. Not, I don't know about 50
That's
million,
OD.
but
I don't even think Connor gets paid 50 million. Does
that
he?
fight
Connor
has
got
to happen.
paid $50 million on one.
Okay, it's Connor though. Okay, it's Connor though. But you gotta say
No,
like
I think he got paid 30. I want to say he got paid 30.
No, he said to
Connor got
Ariel,
paid
he
30.
got paid
Give
like
John
$50
Jones
million.
10 million. Give John
It's
10,
con-
$20 million.
I'll give him 50, anywhere between 18 to 20. Yes, 18 mil. Give the dude 18
He has
mil.
to, dude.
25.
That fight has to be made, dude. Francis and John was going to be
Yeah.
the biggest fight, almost
It's,
probably
it's,
in
it's
UFC
sad.
history.
It's sad because like John Jones is like arguably the greatest of all time. You get me? Like, dude,
Yeah.
let the dude fight, Francis. He's a monster. You
He
gotta
already
get it
said he's
done.
not going to fight Stipe,
Yeah, exactly.
but
And I agree. I think he should automatically get a title shot. Anybody else moving up from to fight another champ automatically gets a title shot. Like imagine Izzy having a warm-up fight for Jan before he went for the. Come on now. You get me?
but that's Izzy moving up with the belt. John vacated.
On purpose. He did it.
And
he
he's
did it
been
on
off for a
purpose, though.
while.
But you get what I'm saying though? It's just like regardless if he vacated or not, he left that division champ.
Did you
the
see
dude
what
the
Derek
automatic title
Lewis-
shot.
How the number John Jones was saying was 30 million, right? You see, Derek Lewis said I'll take 29 million right now. I'll fight for it.
Bro, did you guys see his John Travolta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, He's the funniest guy in MMA, bro. He's
Bro, they
hilarious.
asked him, man, who would you want to play you in? They made a movie for you. This man said John Travolta.
He
Bro.
said,
So I
John
think John
Travolta.
Travolta can bring me to life.
Bro,
You gotta
he's
love Derek
legendary,
Lewis.
man.
If Derek Lewis wins the heavyweight championship, that'll be one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
MMA.
I just want to know what he would say afterwards.
He's just such a like. Everybody loves him, man. You
Everybody
can't hate
loves
on Derek
D-Lewis.
Lewis. You
Yeah.
can't hate on Derek Lewis.
They went
man.
crazy for him when they showed him on the camera.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
on
He's
the
become
fight
a
in
huge
Houston.
fan favorite, man.
That's
Oh,
his
he's from
city,
Houston.
though.
That's his
Houston,
city,
they
though.
went
Yeah, yeah,
crazy. For
yeah.
him. They went crazy. You seen he crashed Lando Venato's press conference?
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that.
He just took over and made it his, and then Lando left, and they started asking him questions.
Oh, that's dirty, but that's hilarious though.
He was like, they asked him, he was like, "Oh, the more confident now you're gonna get a title shot or whatever, like you're more in the public eye." They asked him something along those lines, and he was like, "No, this is just my city."
It just
It's
so
the goat.
you guys think? I mean, I do. I think John's he's gonna hold off, man. He's really like he's got his foot down on this whole payday situation.
I mean, he left with his manager, but if Derek Lewis beats Francis, you think they make John versus Derek Lewis? Derek Lewis just
Yes.
steals the
Yeah.
shine.
He's gonna get an automatic title shot. I'm telling you, man. Regardless, whenever
Honestly,
the
he has to. He has to.
whenever that number gets agreed upon, it's gonna
if it
be for the
doesn't?
belt. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Yeah.
That's kind of scary. If it doesn't.
It's a matter of who's gonna they're playing chicken right now. You get me? Like who's gonna cave first?
If they don't make that fight, it's just a tragedy.
Any other news going on?
How do you not make that fight, man? I'm just thinking.
Over at one, we got a first ever Indian champion.
Oh, the heavyweight.
Yeah, we got
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Arjan Bueller is his name, right?
I think it's
Bular.
Bular.
Bular. I think it's
Bular,
Bular.
yeah.
Bular.
He TKO'd Brandon Vera to win the one heavyweight championship.
Yeah, man. They got bro. I don't know if you guys noticed, man. Like, there's a lot of up and coming like Indian fighters. I don't know if you guys seen Connor's post. He was training with the Indian heavyweight as well.
Yeah, I seen
And
that.
then on the same card that our Bular just won, there was this Indian female. What's her name? I want to say it's Putar something
I know
like
who you're
that.
talking about.
And she just fought Killer B, and she just lost by like close decision, man. It could have it could have been arguably like her way too. And she's a beast too, man. They got some people coming up from that side for sure.
That's good to see. And I think Anthony Pettis got booked for another fight.
Yeah, his second one. What is
Yeah,
that?
Alexander Martinez.
Alexander Martinez, yeah. That's gonna be. We'll see, man. If he drops another one, oof.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
He's gonna have.
And he's
to
still
hang it
kind of
up after
young
that.
too, right? He's only like 33.
Somewhere
I think he's
around there.
35.
35,
I think he's
36.
35, 36.
No, I think he's younger than that. I gotta check.
Mm.
There's no way.
Do the
No,
old Google fingers.
You already know.
I got you.
He's been. I mean, yeah, he's been fighting for a minute, man. Regardless, so
He's
It's
34.
WEC days.
34. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, drops one more, maybe finish off the season. Call it
Yeah.
a career.
definitely.
You know what I mean? I think if he doesn't win this, for sure, this will probably be his last season or his only season at PFL. His last couple fights.
For sure. If he loses this one, it's definitely that time.
Crazy. Oh, also, Verdum's talking about a possible automatic rematch with the whole no contest situation.
Oh,
So that might be the fight to make for him as well, just because
That'd
it
be
was
good
so
to watch.
controversial, you know.
that'll be fun.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. We'll see. He'll
Put him
probably.
to sleep this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll probably got.
They'll probably tap and he still won't let go.
He's tapping.
He's tapping.
He's tapping, gets the ref.
Start pointing at the tap and stuff like that. That'd be funny.
That's hilarious.
That's good.
Anything going on in I think I saw something about AJ and Fury getting announced. I'm not sure though.
Something like that. There was, I seen not AJ, Fury. He was talking about how already they're gonna have in August in Saudi Arabia. That it's confirmed. But there was another thing I saw where they said Fury has until September to give Deontay his rematch.
Was that in their contract?
Yeah, it was in their contract.
Ooh, yeah, then I probably don't see that AJ fight then happening.
Great.
Legally speaking, you get me? Like, especially if Wilder's gonna pull out that card. Man,
Well, we're gonna have to
that
see what
fight's done,
happens.
man. You know, that fight's done. Like,
Yeah, Fury bullied him.
they
in
got
the
why
last one.
they got
This is-
beat up, bro. Like,
This is
you
this is the
get beat
problem
up
with
again?
boxing. They don't make the fights when they need to make the fights. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
we're gonna get AJ Fury, like the same thing with Mayweather Pacquiao. You get him 5 years later.
Although the UFC's heavyweight division is going through the same problem.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
moment, that's true.
For sure.
Well,
It's
kind
crazy,
of. I mean,
man.
it's only John because we already know Francis is gonna fight either Lewis or John.
It has to be John.
Yeah.
It has to be John. Yeah,
I mean,
but
no, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind
It's
Lewis
looking like
fighting for the
Lewis
belt
right now.
either. You get me?
I wouldn't
Like,
mind either, but
I wouldn't mind either. But
John
again,
wants
you
it-
can't drop that ball. You can't drop that ball.
John versus Francis is the GOAT versus like the scariest knockout artist ever in UFC history.
Dude, they were saying he's probably the scariest fighter ever. Just think about it. You gotta fight Francis Ngannou to fucking be a champion.
They said he hits as hard as like a Ford Expedition or something going full speed.
He
it's like a
is
Ford Escort. Yeah.
he is the Ford, bro. He is the
But
car.
did you hear what when Kane was fighting Francis? Did you hear what he said when they told him that?
What?
He was like Ford Escorts suck.
That's good.
That's hilarious.
But,
Thanks, man.
yeah, man, we'll see. I hope again, man. You can't drop that ball. You cannot drop that ball.
They gotta make that fight happen.
That if that fight
Hope
never
it
happens, it's gonna always be the what if. That's gonna be
It's gonna be another. It could be Tony all over again.
exactly. Another could be Tony.
Yeah, but at least those were booked.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
true.
They're not even booking
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah,
Fair point.
that's good. Yeah,
Nothing else, right?
that's good, man.
I think that's about it.
I think we get into the Friday. We got another episode coming up for the Garbrandt and Font fight night. That's gonna be a fun fight. That's gonna be a fire fight.
That'll be interesting. for sure.
Fireworks.
Ooh.
I think that'll be an important fight. We'll discuss that, next episode for sure.
Definitely. So yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
wrap for the
Hell
Title
yeah,
Podcast,
just-
episode 5.
I want to thank everybody tuning
Yeah.
in. Appreciate you guys. It means a lot to us.
Moving into the next one.
Peace out. I'm
Everybody.
Jesse.
Dylan.
King.
Moses.
Alrighty. Peace.